I've participated in races and running for well over a decade now. I've been much more consistent the last 5, 6 years and gone really hard into running the last 3 years. And I have learned a lot and I have failed a lot. And this is one of the things I want to go over that made me a better runner. And it's not necessarily talked about a whole ton, at least from what I see online. And I think if you implement this, it helps you in a lot of ways outside of running. But this I know is a reason why I don't have as much injuries and I'm strong as a runner. And it's the very simple implementation of barefoot shoes. I'm a big believer in minimalist or barefoot shoes, and I got shin splints when I really started to get consistent with running. I was doing roughly a 10K 5 days a week, so 40-ish miles, and I got shin splints and had to take a bunch of time off. And in that time, I was kind of looking and poking around and what could be done about shin splints, because I was reading online it takes like 6 months, 12 months, and I was like, well, I don't want to wait that long. I mean, I will if I have to. And what I really started doing was wearing barefoot shoes. This is one of the things I'd ran into, and I think this is the important part of that, is there's like 30 plus muscles in your feet. And if you are underdeveloped, that is your foundation. Like construction workers, house builders stress how important a foundation is. If the foundation is fucked, everything's going to be fucked at some point. And it's that I believe the same thing with our feet. And what happens is from the time we're kids, our parents put us in these cute little shoes, these small little Vans or small Adidas or Nikes, and they're adorable. And they're like casts for our feet, which do not allow us to develop muscles as well, or if we do have those developed muscles, when you're in that supportive shoe, the muscles are use it or lose it, right? And so they can wither away. And so I think it's important to realize this. I think a lot of back pain, a lot of knee pain, a lot of just pains in general comes from the foundation being fucked up. And it's fucked up because the 30 plus muscles in our feet are not developed. And so I think one of the best things you can do that makes you stronger overall, just in general as a human being, and also helps with your running in an off stance way, is minimalist shoes. And so there's some cheap $40 ones on Amazon. There's Vivo Barefoot. There's the toe shoes. I guess Vivo Barefoot has those. There's a couple different brands I've seen out there. And I like I guess I'm wearing them right now so I can show you Witten. Whitin. I don't know if you can see that. And that is the barefoot shoes I use, the minimalist shoes I use. They're like $40 online, and they got dozen or so colors, and I like them. They're cheap enough that if I wear the white ones for a couple weeks or months, I can just get rid of them and buy another pair, because white obviously gets dirty fast. So I think that's a big foundation of my success in running, is the fact that I've developed my feet muscles, and when I am a parent at some point in life, I'm not putting my kids in those casts. It's this, like the comparison I use is like if your arm was in a cast for 20 years, 30 years, what would happen to your arm? Well, the muscles would atrophy, and if you got that cast taken off, then you'd have to work out and develop those again, right? I believe it's the same thing with your feet, and it's important to develop this if you want to be strong overall. I know there's people who don't do this a whole lot, but they do like barefoot walking on grass a couple times a week. There's ways to develop those feet muscles. It's not necessarily about the barefoot shoes themselves. It's just, is your foundation solid? And I think unfortunately a lot of people's it is not. And then from there we have to work on leg strength and tendons and things like that. But an easy fix is you start walking around in barefoot shoes. You'll probably be sore for a little bit, and then you'll be stronger than you ever have with the best foundation you've ever had. So if you like running content, that's what this channel is. My name's Reese, and I ultimately want to help people deepen their relationship with running, get their PRs, avoid injuries, learn from my mistakes. And so I hope you got something out of this video, and if you did, feel free to subscribe. If not, I still hope you got something out of this video that you can apply to your life, and I hope I get to see you in another video sometime soon. Peace.